I'm Joan Horvath, and I'm an advisor to Deesmaker 3D printers. What I'm doing here is I'm standing next to one of our small 3D printers, and this is called a Boquito. And the way these printers work is that they have a material called filament that is fed in through a drive gear here, and the filament then is melted in a little head down here, and then we make a layer at a time. What I do know about it, it's a really interesting idea to maybe make, to be able to make houses very quickly after a big disaster, or maybe to make, remake a whole slum. I know that's some of what they've been thinking about doing, so it'd be pretty cool if they could do it. 3D printing usually takes a while, but if you were milling something out, it would take a while too. And so the nice thing about 3D printing is it speeds up the whole process of prototyping something. So normally if you were going to make something as a prototype, you would have to machine it, and you'd think really hard before you sent it out, because you'd want to be absolutely perfect before you sent it to a machinist. But here you can say, well, I think it'll be sort of like this, and you can print one out, and it's pretty cheap to print it out. So you can print it out, leave it going for a couple hours, come back and say, oh, it's pretty close, but then I want it to be just a little bit different. So it speeds up the whole design process quite a bit. 3D printing is going a lot of different ways. It won't displace traditional manufacturing, but what it does is it makes the front end a lot more efficient, like I just described. So it lets people be more innovative more cheaply. It's still human labor in putting a 3D printer or putting these big contour crafting machines or whatever it is somewhere. So there's still always going to be people putting things, but their jobs may be different. People have very, very complex, abstract things they're thinking about sometimes. And sometimes if you just have something in your hands, it's a really powerful thing.